Hi, it's Cara and welcome to another very exciting video. This video is so exciting that I almost considered dressing up for you. You should be very excited. I considered it, which is better than I normally do. But the best I did was wash my hair. I don't have time to dress up. So if you can't tell from the title, this is an exciting announcement for an upcoming readathon I am hosting. It is the SIMS-A-THON. So I was really inspired, especially over the last couple of months, as the newest Sims release came out, the Strangerville release. There were a lot of people that I follow, book bloggers, booktubers that are really into The Sims. I'm really into The Sims. I'm the worst Sims player, but I'm really into it. So I came up with this idea for a readathon surrounding The Sims. It's going to be a month-long readathon, the SIMS-A-THON, from June 1st to June 30th. I think that's how many days there are in June. Yeah, 30 days has June. And it involves a bunch of challenges. You gain points and there are different modes you participate in. And I will go through each of the challenges. Essentially, one book counts for one challenge and one set of points, but you could theoretically do the same challenge multiple times with different books to gain more points, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to talk you through it. I do also have to acknowledge and totally thank some people who helped me develop this readathon. So we have Lauren from Wanderless Reviews. She has a blog. I'll link her blog and her Twitter down below. She did the graphics for this readathon and she did an amazing job. I love her so much. And I also need to thank Jamisen from Jammy Shelves. I'll also link her blog and Twitter below because she helped me come up with some concept ideas for this. And I love them both a lot. So thank you to them for helping with the readathon. But I'm going to explain to you everything we've got going on here and what's available for your resources. So we have this handy dandy guide that Lauren made, which is amazing. Look at it, it's so cool. That shows all the different challenges, or most of the different challenges. There is an additional challenge section, and how to progress through the challenges. So we start, as with any Sims game, by one basic decision. Are we selecting a household or are we creating a sim? So the very first challenges are either create a sim or choose a household. So for create a sim, it's worth 5 points. And obviously the goal is to build up as many points as you can. But I'm considering this very low key. Like, do what seems like a good amount for you. So create a sim is read a book that is first in a series, and then choose a household is read a book from late in a series. Obviously when you're choosing a household on The Sims, you kind of come in with some relationships and things fully formed already, and you're not kind of starting fresh in the town. So those are our two options. They're both worth 5 points. That's where we start. So everyone should start there with one or the other. And should get 5 points. So really the only thing is that the book is from a series and you can choose whether you're reading a first or a later. Then something I recommend you do, which is pretty necessary, I think you can't avoid it, is to either buy a house or build a house. So buying a house is reading a contemporary or a book set in our world. That's 3 points. And then also 3 points is build a house, which is read something set in another world. So I recommend you pick either. If you're the kind of person who enjoys doing more construction-y kind of things in The Sims, there are some other optional construction challenges you can undertake. So there is renovate, which is 2 points. That's read a retelling. So I've put that under buy a house because often you might buy an established lot in the Sims world and then renovate it to your liking. And then over on the build a house side, we have some extra challenges. For 2 points, you can perfect the layout, read a book with an interesting format. Interior design, read a book with a pretty cover. Or landscaping, read a book featuring nature in the cover, title, or theme. Those are all purely optional, but there's some extra buy and build mode, I guess, like setup challenges that you could do, build mode challenges if you want to do them. And then the rest of the challenges are live mode. So there's a whole bunch of live mode challenges, and my plan for this is this particular round of the readathon only includes live mode challenges that are present in the base game, and for future installments I'll add expansion pack challenges. So look out for that. So the very first live mode challenge is to get a job. And this is what this other sheet is for, because these are our career options. So these are all the careers available in base game. I do recommend that if you're intending on doing live mode challenges at all, you might just do build mode challenges, but if you're doing live mode challenges, I would recommend you get a career, like get a job, because it's very hard to do anything on The Sims without some cash. So we need a job to make money. So all of the base game careers are available here. So we have astronaut, which is worth 5 points. Kitten. Read a book set in space. Athlete, 4 points. Read a book featuring sports. Business, 5 points. Read a book with a number in the title. Criminal, 4 points. Read a thriller or a crime book, that kind of thing. Interpret loosely. You can do what you want. Culinary, 3 points. Read a book featuring food of some description. Entertainer, 3 points. Read a book featuring music or movies. Painter, 1 point. Read a book with a colourful cover. Secret agent, 5 points. Read a mystery book. Style influencer, 1 point. Read a hyped book. This is one that kind of got added in a DLC, but it's not a true expansion pack. And now if you download the base game later, you can get it without any expansion packs, but it wasn't originally in the game, but that exists. So for your information, it's there. Tech guru, 2 points. Read a futuristic book. And writer, 2 points. Read a book by a new to you author. So there are all your career options. Both of these sheets are available for download, and I'll provide the link later, but I'll talk more about that closer to the time. Or later in the video. Other live mode challenges include make a friend, which is worth 3 points. Read a book that features friendships. Get a promotion, 3 points. Read a book you think will be 5 stars, so a 5-star prediction. Fall in love, read a book with a romance element, which is worth 3 points. Get married, read a book with an established couple, 5 points, because I think that one's pretty hard. Not many books have established couples in them. Have a baby, also worth 5 points, a book that features a child. Change your career, read a book outside your comfort zone, and that's worth 3 points. And then you could do another career thing. So you do the change your career challenge. So read a book outside your comfort zone, 3 points. And then you could pick a second career track. So that's a thing you can do in Sims. We decided to include it. Become a ghost, 1 point. Read a spooky book. Reach the top of your career track, 5 points. Read a finale. Eat a cookie, 1 point. Read a book under 200 pages. Pay bills, 1 point. Read your most recent purchase. Cook French toast. Read a travel book, 1 point. Book featuring travel in some description. Or it could be either like an overseas contemporary, like travel study abroad, or it could be like Lord of the Rings. They go on a big adventure, travel. They do a lot of walking, but you can interpret it as you will. Have an affair, 5 points. Read a book featuring a breakup. Woohoo, 2 points. Read a smutty book. We all love a good Sims woohoo. Burn down the kitchen, 2 points. Read a book with flames on the cover or in the title, some relation to fire. Meet the Grim Reaper, 3 points. That's read a book featuring death. gain a fishing skill, 1 point, which is to randomize your TBR. I thought it was just a fun thing to include. So you just, if you have a physical TBR, you can randomize, or your Goodreads TBR, randomize, pick something that randomly is going to come up. We also know in The Sims, when you go fishing, you never know what you're going to find. Take a bubble bath, 2 points. That's a book over 400 pages. And have your birthday or age up, or just to read an adult book, that's 2 points. So the point system is kind of based on how much work it takes to complete these tasks in game. So things that are really easy to do, like pay your bills, eat a cookie, 1 point. But things that take a lot of effort to achieve on The Sims, like having a baby, reaching the top of your career track, those are worth 5 points, and then in between. So that's kind of how I based the point system, rather than on the challenges, more on the actual Sims experience. So those are all the challenges. Yeah, so my only real rule, but also I don't believe in rules, you can do what you want with the readathon, is that a book can't do more than one challenge. So we're trying to gain points per reading as much as possible, but if you want to have 3 babies and read 3 books featuring children, you could get 15 points. I totally believe in that. You could age up a couple of times by reading a couple of adult books, but each book should only count for 1 challenge. This is a month-long readathon, so I think there's heaps of time to meet a lot of challenges for most people, and even people who read a bit slower should be able to get some points racked up. You obviously only have to go for the points if you want to. You don't have to collect points, and I'm only going to be vaguely chatting about them on Twitter anyway, so we'll just do some progress reports of how people are going on their point systems. So that is the plan for the SIMS-A-THON. So these sheets are available to download. I'll have the Google Drive linked below. Also available on there are some cards that look like this, and they have a space for you to put your own photo of your sim if you want to. The challenges you've completing, I think, and your progress, your name, stuff like that can go on there, and you could put that on your Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want to use. There's also a spreadsheet for you to keep track of your points. Lauren did an amazing job on the spreadsheet, and you can basically just fill in certain blanks. I think you just fill in the books you're reading and your progress on them, and it keeps track of your scores and your point total and does all the calculating for you. So if you're a spreadsheet person, that's also available on the Google Drive. And yes, so definitely check out the Google Drive for all the detailed things. These are downloadable, the JPEGs. I just printed them and trimmed them to size, but they're definitely easy to do. I also think I will end up coloring these in somehow to keep track of my progress throughout the readathon, I believe, but you'll see how that goes when I vlog it. I will be posting my TBR closer to the month of June, probably like 3rd week of May, with what I plan to read during the month. I'll also be vlogging during the whole month of June, similar to how I vlogged the hours. I'll probably do twice weekly vlogs. And so keep an eye out for all that good stuff. If you want to participate, comment down below, download the goodies, and we'll also have a Twitter hashtag, which will just be SIMS-A-THON, so check us out there. I'll try and be on Twitter heaps as much as I can, but I've never run a readathon before, so we'll see how successful I am. But SIMS-A-THON, hashtag SIMS-A-THON is going to be the Twitter hashtag. You can also use it on other platforms if you're an other platform user, but I mainly am on Twitter and YouTube. I don't really have an Instagram, so definitely check in on Twitter for updates, but also I'll be on there chatting about the SIMS-A-THON throughout the month. So that is my announcement. Welcome to the SIMS-A-THON. If you make a TBR, please link it to me. I would love to see it, and I would love to see what creative ways you've come up with to meet the challenges. I will see you soon with another video. I can't wait to see how everyone's June goes when we get to it. And I'll see you next time. Bye!